Hey there, and thank you for joining me on the Retro Game Couch. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Easy Flash Parallel, which is a flash card for the Nintendo DS. The DS came out in 2004. This is the original model. That makes it a 20-year-old handheld. And the fact that new hardware is still being made for this old platform is amazing. If we look at the listing on the Easy Flash website, it says you can play DS games on all Nintendo DS and 3DS systems. So that's the DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, the 2DS and the 3DS. It also says that it is driven by an independent FPGA, so maybe that will bring some very cool future updates. It also says that it has a power-saving design. I haven't tested this, but that is always nice for your DS battery, of course. It also says that it uses the root kernel, which is an alternative kernel for those R4 flash cards. So that means that skins that are made for that R4 kernel, you can also use on the Easy Flash Parallel, which is kind of cool. It also states that it supports SD cards from 4 till 32 gigabytes. But I've seen users using way bigger SD cards and that worked just fine, but your mileage may vary. It has cheat support, which is kind of cool, and you can update that cheat database yourself by replacing a file on the SD card, and that is all explained in the manual. It has a soft reset, which is very handy. It has native support for NTR boot. It also states that it doesn't have a time bomb, which is awesome. Some R4 cards have an expiration date, and after that date, these cards just stopped working, which is a really shady practice, but this doesn't have that. In this video, we're going to check out the flash card and see what it can do. So, let's go! I really like the build quality of all the Easy Flash cards, and the Easy Flash Parallel is no exception. It just feels like a premium product. And it feels a lot more premium than these R4 clones. I also really like that the SD card goes in on the side instead of the top, so you will never accidentally lose the SD card. I'm also a sucker for translucent cases. I love that you can see through and that you can see the little PCB there. The thing this flash card is probably used the most for is playing ROMs of original Nintendo DS games. And that works great. Emulation is kind of a mixed bag on the DS. Game Boy works great. Game Boy Advance mostly works with the occasional sound stutter. NES works great. But when things get more demanding, like emulating the Commodore 64 for example, things notably slow down to a point it becomes unusable. If you want to emulate other systems, you're better off with something like a PlayStation Portable. One of the best features, at least for me, of a flash card like this is the ability to run Homebrew software on an unmodded DS. Here is a small selection of my favorites. So should you get the Easy Flash Parallel? Well, if you have a flash card from one of the other brands, then you really don't need the Easy Flash Parallel. It doesn't do anything that those other cards can also do. But if you don't already have a flash card for your DS, or you want something that is well built by a company that is well known, then you might consider the Easy Flash Parallel. So for now, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Consider becoming a Patreon, and I hope to see you next time on the Retro Game Couch.